Copper is the silent force powering our modern lives, hidden in our homes, cars, and smartphones. Every time you flip a switch or charge a device, copper is at work. Its unmatched ability to conduct electricity makes it essential for wiring, electronics, and nearly every gadget we use. As the world shifts toward green energy, copper's importance is skyrocketing. Electric vehicles use 4 times more copper than gas cars, and wind turbines and solar panels are packed with copper wiring. The U.S. is a massive consumer of copper but doesn't produce enough to meet its needs, relying heavily on imports. This dependence has become a strategic concern, raising questions about economic security. Canada has long been America's reliable copper supplier, with a stable trade relationship that keeps North America's supply flowing. But recent political and economic shifts are testing this partnership, creating uncertainty about the future of this vital trade. As demand for copper explodes, both nations are rethinking their strategies. The stakes are high, not just for industry, but for the future of clean energy. The question now, who will control the copper that powers tomorrow? Former President Trump's America First agenda targeted copper with a bold plan to slap hefty tariffs on all imported copper. The goal, make foreign copper expensive, pushing companies to buy American and revive domestic mining jobs. Trump argued this would protect national security and reduce reliance on foreign suppliers, but opening new U.S. mines is slow and costly, tangled in environmental rules and local opposition. Tariffs would make domestic mining more profitable, but industries relying on copper, cars, electronics, construction, feared soaring costs. Higher copper prices could mean more expensive products for everyone, from homes to smartphones. The move also risks sparking a trade conflict with allies like Canada, threatening a stable supply chain. Trump's tariff plan sent shockwaves through the economy. Critics warned it could backfire, raising prices for homes, cars, and electronics, fueling inflation and slowing growth. Key suppliers like Canada, Chile, and Mexico saw tariffs as hostile, threatening retaliation and a potential trade war. While the plan aimed to boost U.S. mining, experts argued the broader economy would suffer more than it gained. Manufacturing jobs could be lost as companies faced higher costs and global competition. The debate exposed a classic dilemma: protect domestic industry or embrace free trade with trusted partners. Supporters saw tariffs as vital for security. Opponents feared they'd hurt consumers and businesses. The future of copper supply and the economy hung in the balance. As the tariff debate raged, Canada made a game-changing move. The government fast-tracked a billion-dollar copper mine in British Columbia, one of the largest North American finds in decades. This wasn't just a mining project, it was a strategic response to U.S. tariffs. With a surge in copper output, Canada signaled it could sell to eager buyers in Asia and Europe if the U.S. closed its doors. Suddenly, Canada held a powerful bargaining chip. The new mine flipped the script. Canada was no longer just a supplier, but a global player with options. The investment was about more than tariffs. It was a bet on the future, securing Canada's place in the green economy. Thousands of jobs and major economic growth were on the line. Canada's bold move showed it wouldn't be pushed around and was ready to lead in the global copper market. The U.S. could no longer assume it held all the cards. The balance of power in North American copper had shifted. Canada's economic independence was on full display. The world was watching. Canada's new mine upended the North American copper market. Once dependent on U.S. buyers, Canada now had global reach and leverage. Trump's tariffs, meant to boost U.S. mining, risked isolating America from its closest supplier. Canada could redirect copper to Asia and Europe, tightening supply for the U.S. and driving up prices. The U.S. faced a tough choice: pursue self-sufficiency or maintain a vital trade partnership. For Canada, the mine became a powerful negotiating tool, arguing for a tariff-free, stable North American copper market. The situation forced both nations to rethink their strategies. Canada's move was a reminder. Trade is a two-way street, and allies have their own interests. The Trump administration had to reconsider its approach, facing the unintended consequences of protectionism. Now, both countries needed to work together as equals in a changing global market. The era of U.S. dominance in North American copper was over. Cooperation, not control, would shape the future. The copper boom brings a tough challenge: economic growth versus environmental protection. Copper is crucial for green tech, but mining can devastate ecosystems and pollute water. In the US, environmental battles and legal hurdles stall new mines, fueling reliance on imports. Canada's new mine promised jobs and growth, but also raised serious environmental concerns. Both nations must balance the urgent need for copper with the responsibility to protect land and communities. The answer may lie in cleaner mining, stricter regulations, and more recycling. The choices made now will shape both economies and the planet for generations. Copper's role will only grow as technology and green energy advance. For the US and Canada, securing a stable, affordable supply is a national priority. The old playbook no longer works. Cooperation is key. A unified North American copper strategy could mean open trade, shared environmental standards, and joint investment in recycling. Yet, political pressure for Made in America policies remains strong, risking higher costs and isolation. The best path is a hybrid responsible domestic production and a strong open partnership. The future of copper is a story of interdependence. How these neighbors choose to work together will shape their economies, security, and the world's clean energy future.